Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ-Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing bad time! Doing bad time! Got myself a problem!
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show for you guys. It's our NFL Real Talk show, all NFL talk for 1 straight hour commercial free, which means this show is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your flipper today. They make great stocking stuffers. And I know, ladies, you're tired of your men leaving the toilet seat up and then you have to go over there and grab it and put it down. I know you're tired of that. So head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your flipper today and never, ever touch the toilet seat to lift it or lower it again. That's flipperflipper.com. Okay, commercial free 1 hour show today. All NFL talk. Lots and lots to get to. Let's get all the particulars out of the way before we bring in the gang. SportsWorldRadio.com is the place to listen to the show. Here, if you want to come and listen and hang out in our chat room with us, head on over to Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Spreaker.com. Head on over there. Get yourself a free account and join us in the chat room. Just type in Sports World Radio. Head on over to the bottom of the screen. Click the bubble to the right, and you'll be in the chat room. 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715 is the number to give us a call here at Sports World Radio. SWRshow@gmail.com. SWRshow@gmail.com is our email address. Send us an email if you like. Head on over to Facebook, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. And while you're doing that, head on over to Twitter at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio and follow us over at Twitter as well. That's twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Also, while you're over at SportsWorldRadio.com, we have a donate button. Help Sports World Radio keep on doing what we like to do here at Sports World Radio. Click the donate button and donate as little or as much as you want, but donate and help us keep doing what we like to do here at Sports World Radio, which is entertaining. Now, with all the particulars out of the way, what do you say, hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff, and welcome everybody to the NFL Real Talk. We'll cover week number 15. Right now, it's 9:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 6:06 p.m. on the West. For the Central, who the hell cares?
Yeah, that's our good friend Frank Sprankle, who joins us every Tuesday and Thursday in the second hour, otherwise known as the Big Wind.
Hey, listen, dude. I gotta tell you something. You mentioned this show was commercial free, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shouldn't everything be commercial free?
I don't know.
I think it should be.
Why do you think it should be?
Because sometimes I don't need to be brainwashed by buying some car or buying some tablet for erectile dysfunction that doesn't work probably.
That's pretty funny. And, of course, the other person on that line with us is the producer and program director of Sports World Radio, our good friend, look at that, I almost screwed it up. Josh Lopez. What's going on, buddy?
And also master of bets.
Well, you've been
Oh, shut up.
Dude, listen. I'm telling you, Josh Lopez needs to visit Las Vegas more often.
He's been winning a couple of bets lately. And speaking of bets, thanks to our good friend Sean. Look at that, Sean. That's a nice picture you got there on Skype, buddy. I like it.
I can tell you that it just makes me want to barf looking at New York Knicks pictures for a night, and then I got to go back to stinking lousy Blackhawks pictures.
I love that.
Till Friday. I'm owning up to the bet, Jeff.
Knicks break a 10-game losing streak and beat your freaking Celtics last night. So Sean has a Knicks banner on his Skype. And do you have a?
I gotta tell you, it has sucked to be our update man the last 2 days, hasn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, I know. And not only that, dude, but he made a video for me like he was supposed to do of looking at his blank wall. That was free. He took all his paraphernalia off his wall last night. That's freaking awesome. He's got a blank freaking wall there. I love it.
Boy, it felt like the Grinch just came in and stole everything from Boston
Yes,
sports.
he
What
did.
a crappy way to end the year for Christmas.
Yes, he did, didn't he, son? It's a
Hey, I
beautiful
got
thing.
my Christmas gift from the show, so I'm good. I'm not
It's a
gonna ask for anything.
Beautiful. Hey, Sean, where's
Josh,
my? Hey,
cut
Sean.
it out.
Hey, Sean, where's my New York Knicks picture on Spreaker?
I have it up there.
I don't see it.
You don't
It
see
takes
it?
time to switch, Jeff.
Huh?
It takes a while to switch pictures on Spreaker.
I don't see it there, man. I see that freaking Blackhawk champion bullcrap picture there, man.
All right.
Hey,
well,
that's
I'm logging out.
classy.
I'm not liking that at all. Okay, so this is NFL Real Talk. We're talking nothing but NFL. We're going to be talking about the game that happened on Thursday night, which I didn't see at all. And then we're going to be picking the rest of the games for tomorrow and Monday night. Sean, why don't you start us off, buddy?
All right, I'm just trying to see if you can see the Nick picture. Here, hold on. Let me say this right here. Let
Dude,
me
I'll
put in
say
hello. Hello.
I'll
can you
say
see that?
this
there
too,
you
Jeff.
go.
Jeff,
That's
you did
beautiful.
not miss much by missing the game on Thursday night.
No? I didn't miss much?
All right, well, the Thursday night game, you know, you talk about this. Josh and I talked about this, Frank. We said this was the most ugliest game ever on a Thursday night, 12-6. And Skippy Bayless came out and said it was a fantastic Thursday night football game, whatever the heck that meant.
Okay, listen. You may think the world is coming to an end. You may think the sky is falling.
It is.
You may think it's going to be eternal darkness. But I do have to agree with Skip Bayless on this one.
Oh, come on. It was like Charles
Sure.
Barkley calling the freaking football game for 3 hours.
You're a
All right, now
schmuck.
listen,
That's
let
a
me
piece
ask
of
you this.
crap.
Let me ask you this. 12-6 final. Which type of a game would you rather watch? Would you rather watch a 12-6 final in which all of the points were scored on field goals? Or would you rather watch a game that ended 55-7?
I'd rather not watch a game with two third-string quarterbacks.
That was not the third option. I asked you a question. What would you rather watch?
I don't
Would you
give
rather-
two fake Newtons, man. The game sucked.
The game is-
You're just trying to avoid the questions.
What kind of a game? 12-6, no freaking touchdown score. That's a crappy game.
And Skippy Bayless thinks it was one of the best games ever yesterday,
I
Frank.
doubt that. I'll say that. It was an entertaining game, but it wasn't one of the best games ever.
But I will say this, though. Arizona, they needed this game because they'll be watching tomorrow to see what Seattle does, because I know a week from today we'll be talking about that big NFC West matchup between Seattle and Arizona, which will be the end of the NFC West division, whoever wins that game.
Hey, wait, that game's a Sunday night game. All right, I'm not trying to change the subject here.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess what the game is Thursday night? You think that game was a dud? Do you know what the game Thursday night next week is?
Tennessee, Jacksonville.
Exactly.
That's going to be some killer ratings there, ain't it?
What are the odds? Dude, wouldn't you agree that maybe the NFL should looking to move that Thursday night game to Bosnia?
I'm thinking maybe they should stop playing the Thursday night game altogether.
What do you do about Thanksgiving?
Well, no, after I'm okay. Let me rephrase that. Stop playing the Thursday night games before Thanksgiving. Okay?
What about? Wait, hold on. What about Friday night games in December?
No, stop playing Thursday night games before freaking Thanksgiving. Put it back to the old ways. You're hurting these freaking players, you jackass.
Do you know what? The NFL needs to do this. They need to go back to the December Saturday afternoon games. Remember when they would air on two networks?
They're going to. They will. When the playoffs start. They do it when the playoffs start.
That's what the NFL needs to do. They used to air a noon game in the Central Time Zone and then a 3 o'clock or 3:30 kickoff.
They do it during the playoffs. They don't do it too much during the season.
They used
anymore.
to. They used to many
Yeah.
years ago. Remember that?
Yeah, when we were kids, but it's a different
That was
time.
great.
Back.
But dude, I used to stay home. The Bears were on a couple times.
It's a different time back then, dude.
Yep,
Time
things
suck
need
now.
to change.
Dude, times suck now.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
telling you.
we need to grow up and get with the times.
Everything
Big freaking
is-
deal. We gotta
everything-
deal with it.
no,
we got no control over it.
Everything
Okay,
is
but
too
the times
PC.
still suck.
Everything is too
Well,
PC
we can't
now.
keep saying, "Oh, we need to bring everything back from the past." Who cares? It's the past for the reason.
Yeah,
Move
you hear
on.
that? You hear that, Sean? Move on.
Ha ha ha.
Hey, at least Sean's living up to his bets like I am.
Mine as well. But the next time, I'm not taking any of my crap off the wall if anybody wants to bet with me.
That's great, dude. Hey, dude, who has that video?
What video? Oh, you're talking about the video with the naked wall, right?
Yeah, who has the video of Sean's naked wall? He's laughing. Why are you laughing? Who has the video of it?
That's what? Because I'm just laughing because Frank says the naked wall. Yeah, it's an empty wall. You know what it's like, Frank? It's like living in a doggone stinking prison. I have nothing to look at.
Hey, Sean, do you have the video of the naked wall?
Yeah, I think I have it somewhere. I'll find it.
Hey, I have a question. Should there be music? Maybe Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Send it to
son, don't worry about it. Bring some women in there. Get a new hobby.
Just send me the video so I can do something with it, please.
All right, I'll see. I'll look for it.
All right.
Jeez.
What do you mean look for it? How hard is it to find it? You just made it yesterday.
Hey, I was in mourning a lot yesterday. Even Josh knew I was in mourning because he was Skyping the whole thing and I wanted to have proof that everything
I heard him.
was stripped off the walls.
I know, I heard him on the freaking video. It was hysterical. But I want that video because I want to make a video. I want to make a video with that video inside of it. So send me that video.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Well,
so
anyway, our
Josh,
first game that we get to, Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Here's the early morning games, and you know what? I'm going to go first. One. I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons. Wes, I'm sorry. Even though the Steelers beat the Bengals, you still can't beat the bad teams when it counts the most.
You know what? I'm going to go with Atlanta as well. Let's understand this. Atlanta, they have played somewhat decently at home. Remember, they defeated Arizona at home. I can see where you're coming from here. I'm going to take Atlanta as well.
Josh?
I'm going to go Atlanta, too. I can't trust Pittsburgh. They're too inconsistent. I mean, one week they lose to the Jets, and then they beat the freaking Baltimore Ravens. And then, who knows, maybe they lose to the Tennessee Titans the next week. So I'm going to go with Atlanta.
And they lose to the Tennessee Titans, but they lose to the Jets.
They lost to the Buckets.
Listen, doesn't losing to the Jets constitute you being thrown out of the NFL?
If you lose, okay, here it is. If you lose to the Jets and you lose to the Jaguars, you should not make the playoffs.
Or the Raiders.
You should not make the playoffs. Okay? With that being said,
I honestly think if you lose to maybe the Raiders, as a head coach, you should lose your job.
Wes has every belief, gentlemen, that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go
sure
all the way and win the Super Bowl this year.
I'm sure
he
does.
said the same thing with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I have a question. What type? let me ask you this question. What type of acid has Wes been tripping on lately?
It's called the Berg.
Nothing stops us in the Berg.
You know what?
You
know what? I'm going to tell you. I think the fumes from the steel mills in western Pennsylvania are starting to get to Wes.
Well, he doesn't live there. He lives in
Our
Ohio.
family.
He lives in Ohio. He doesn't live in Pittsburgh.
Well, you know what? Then the fumes can cross state lines, can't they?
So, listen, Atlanta's fighting for a playoff spot. Pittsburgh's fighting for a playoff spot. Both of these teams are freaking fighting. Who knows? These two teams in particular have been so unpredictable this year. They lose the teams they're supposed to win. They win the teams they're supposed to lose. Who knows what the hell's going on in Atlanta? Who the hell knows what's going on in Pittsburgh? Wes can't even figure the crap out.
Dude, he's tripping on fumes.
Well, here's what Wes will do. He'll say, I'll blame it on the officials. Think about how we got screwed last year in San
I'm
Diego,
tired of
knocked
hearing
us
that
out 'cause of
crap.
bad
He's still,
officiating.
you know what? That's in the past. Live in now, you freaking jackass.
Holy smokes.
Okay, so with all that being said, I'm going to take Matty Ice in Atlanta and go with the Falcons.
All right, the next game we get to, Jeff and Frank and Josh, it'll be Green Bay traveling to Buffalo. This ought to be a good game.
Can I give you 5 letters of the alphabet?
Ooh, what? Well, go ahead, Frank.
RELAX.
Can I just give you one word?
One
What?
word?
Yeah, Packers.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers in this game, too. Aaron Rodgers has been unstoppable, but the question is, when the postseason comes, will he be able to step up like we've seen from years past And Josh, who you taking between Green
Well,
Bay and
hold on a
Buffalo?
second. Hold
You
on
know
a
what? I'm
second.
going to use a old expression like Frank did on Thursday's show from Chris Jericho. Frank, can you please shut the hell up?
No.
Okay. Hold on a
I'm gonna
second.
go with Packers.
Hold
I'm gonna go with Packers.
on a second. Sean, why did you make that statement?
What
Just a
statement?
question.
The statement that he made about Aaron Rodgers. Right now, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, listen, I'll justify Sean's statement and go 2 steps further. This team has been clicking on chemistry and camaraderie. The Green Bay Packers as a whole have been clicking. It's not just Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Aaron Rodgers happens to be the icing on the cake here.
No,
But do you see the way this team encourages each other?
Yeah, but did you hear the statement Sean made?
Sean makes a lot of statements.
Sean said they're playing well right now, but can they continue that in the play? What?
I think they can.
Of
Well,
course
they,
they
have,
can.
they haven't they haven't went past the second round since 2010, Jeff. I mean,
Yeah, remember? And they lost to the New York Football Giants in the NFC.
Well,
you can have
well,
all the great regular season stats you want, but
Well, I'm
you need
telling
to
you.
be more in the NFC Championship.
Well, I'm
Yes,
telling
and
you
that's
right
why
now.
playoffs it counts.
Right now, I'm not talking about freaking 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Right now, just like you said a little while ago, Josh, right now, they're the best team in the NFL.
We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I'm not
we'll
putting all my cards on that.
Well, I'm almost convinced that they're going to be the NFC champ. I'm
They'll
almost
represent
convinced.
the NFC.
Yeah, I'm almost convinced that they're going to be the ones representing the NFC. Almost.
So I got the Packers.
Everybody's
Frank, you
taking
got the Packers.
Everybody's taking the Packers in this one.
Battle of Ohio tomorrow. This is a big one. AFC North divisional game. Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns.
Let me ask you guys this question. Upon the obvious news of early last week, how many CBS affiliates switched from a game that wasn't in market to this game?
I bet you a lot.
I tell you, Cleveland's making the biggest mistake ever to put Johnny Manziel as the starting quarterback. They
I
should
think so.
go with Brian Hoyer.
Yep.
They will have a chance. But in this game, I like Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going with Cincy.
Hey, Frank.
I'm
Hey,
going to
Frank.
say this. Cleveland is screwed.
Hey, Frank.
And you know what? Here's the thing. If you see what this guy did at Texas A&M, he pretty much led one of the biggest cults ever. Ever since Waco 1993.
Hey, Frank.
Cleveland is about to be brainwashed.
Hey, Frank.
That's all right.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
I get the Bengals-Browns game tomorrow morning.
Wait a minute. Won't you be sleeping?
Yes.
So what is it to you?
I don't know, but I would like to see that game, so maybe I will. Maybe I will stay up all night and fall asleep during the game.
Dude, I gave you I gave you a stream in which you can watch it for free.
No, I understand that, but I would want to watch that game, but who knows if I'm going to be up, but I get that game. I only get 2 games tomorrow. I get the Bengals-Brown game, and I get the Charger-Denver game.
But I like Cincinnati, like I said. Frank, you'll be saying, you're right. Cleveland's made the biggest mistake, and it jeopardizes their playoff hopes. I even said this week, Frank, that Cleveland is basically out of the playoff contention. They're 7-6. They would need a miracle just to grab the 6th seed or the 5th seed for a wild card. I don't see them coming out winning the division. And Josh, your thoughts, Josh, on the Cincinnati-Cleveland game?
Yeah, Josh.
Well, I'm not going to be watching this game, so I get too fake nudes about it, to be honest with you. I think Johnny Manziel will be knocked out in the first quarter. He doesn't offer anything in the NFL to me. Skip Bayless can suck his cock every week on television, but I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Okay, listen. That's where I was going. I wanted to make that point across, but the Encyclopedia man brought it across. I am rooting for any team Skip Bayless is going for this week. And therefore, for obvious reasons, I'm rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals. It's a no-brainer for me. Johnny Manziel's going to get hurt in this game, and I'm going to laugh.
Okay, let's say, hold on. We'll skip Bayless, then say the next morning after Manziel throws. Let's say Manziel throws 5 picks and fumbles the ball twice. What's
Then you know what he's going to
say Monday morning?
He's
He's
going to
say,
himself.
I regret my mistake. I should have said Brian Hoyer would have been the answer. I should not have said that.
You know what he needs? You know what he needs to say Monday morning? He needs to say, "I was wrong."
And Jeff was right.
Exactly. Thank you.
20 minutes after the hour for NFL Real Talk. The next game we get to, another big AFC South game, Houston at Indianapolis.
I'm taking Indy.
I'm taking the Colts, too. I think the Texans' defense are starting to come around, but the Colts, they're at home. I'm taking the Colts.
I like the Colts in this game. Andrew Luck has been impressive. They're going to be pretty tough to beat in the playoffs. As I say, I look at them as a team that'll get to the AFC divisional round, and you're right, Houston beginning to fade.
Josh?
I'm riding with the Colts. I kind of feel bad for Houston because I think that's a team that could be doing better than what they're doing right now. It's just they need to get a quarterback. That's their issue, but I'm going to go with the Colts.
I got to ask you something about the Texans, though. Are the Texans a few years away from being a serious contender in the AFC?
If
I think
J.J. Watt's still there, then
they're,
yes.
dude, okay, yes, maybe on the account that they get a quality quarterback. The question is, who is that quarterback? I have no idea. Do you look at drafting a quarterback, although that may take time? Who do you go on in terms of the free agent market?
Who are you
Now,
talking
the
about?
fact is, well, hold on. We're talking about Brian Hoyer. There have been reports that the Browns' future is Johnny Manziel. At least that's where the Browns want to go. Brian Hoyer, the Texans have had interest in Brian
Well,
Hoyer.
you know what's
as of
going to
late.
happen after Sunday? That interest in freaking Cleveland wanting Johnny Manziel to be the future is going to be the end.
Hey, the Browns might have a cup streak of not winning any championships.
All right, how about this matchup? Hey, Frank, thank goodness you're taking off that Raiders logo because the Oakland Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think we all remember the last time that Kansas City was embarrassed by the Raiders.
Yeah, and this game's in Kansas City.
Okay, so let me say this. The Raiders may have the black hole, but the Raiders are going to hell on Sunday.
On the road, they're not very good. They haven't won a
Dude,
road
it's
game.
loud there. It's loud in that place.
Yeah, dude, loud. You don't know what loud is. I've been in
Dude,
that place.
the Arrowhead Stadium is like 50 jumbo jets.
I've been in that place during it.
I know, isn't like 50 jumbo
Holy
jets?
freaking moly, it's loud. They set a Guinness World Record for being the loudest crowd. And then Seattle turned around and beat them.
Take that, Seattle.
So come on, you know what I'm saying? Kansas City, it gets freaking loud in there. And Oakland beat Kansas City in Oakland already? No way. I'm taking Kansas City in this game.
I'll take the Chiefs. You know they want revenge against the Raiders because they blew that chance and lost to one of the worst teams in the NFL this year, Oakland.
That's just nuts, man. That place is loud as can get. That's the loudest stadium I've ever been in.
However, when Oakland played at home against Kansas City, that place was going nuts and crazy too because they were itching for a win.
Yeah, well, you know what? Kansas Arrowhead Stadium is louder than any stadium I've ever been in, and it's louder than Oakland.
So, Frank, I'll take it. You're going to take the Chiefs. And, Josh, your thoughts on Oakland and Kansas City?
Oh, boy.
Come on, Josh. You freaking pulled a rabbit out of your hat last time, you rat bastard.
He picked the Raiders last weekend.
I know he did.
And I'm going to go with them this weekend.
Oh,
What?
geez.
Oh, man. Gosh.
Hey,
I'm sorry, man. Alex Smith is inconsistent. I liked him. I thought he should have been still the quarterback in San Francisco, but him playing in an Andy Reid offense, it doesn't work for him.
Listen, I'm going to ask the Encyclopedia Man this question. Mr. Encyclopedia Man, a.k.a. Josh Lopez, a question. And this may end up on 60 Minutes.
Say something
Are you
stupid,
involved?
Frank.
Are you involved in the NFL being fixed?
Say something stupid, Frank. Come on.
Is he?
No,
are you
I'm not-
involved in the? Dude,
I'm
the
not part
NFL
of the
fixed?
NFL. No, they're not. They're not wrestling, but I have got both the Raiders and Jaguars victories right this season.
Yes, you
Not
have.
once.
Dude, I'm telling you, the NFL may be fixed, and somehow, some way, the Encyclopedia Man's behind it.
Not once, not twice, but three times. Josh got it correct, and I'd get a
3
message.
times
And
this
he'd
year.
laugh.
3 times that rat bastard got it right this year, right? And you know what? And if he does it again, I'm going to be freaking pissed.
Dude, how much do you would have bet in about 3 to 5 months Josh is on 60 Minutes?
That
Josh-
show's boring. I don't want to go on that one.
All
No,
right.
Josh,
All right,
Josh, hold on, Sean. Josh, if you go on there, just say SportsWorldRadio.com about 60,000 times.
Yeah, donate.
That. Donate. Hit that donate
The
button.
The AFC
Good.
East matchup tomorrow afternoon from Foxborough in Massachusetts. It'll be the Dolphins at the New England Patriots.
Look at him. He challenges freaking Howard Cosell when he does that. Look at him.
That's annoying.
I know, it's annoying like crazy.
I have to go with the Patriots in that game. You bet.
Oh.
You
should be
bet.
the Rat Bastard of the Week for that
Hey,
impression
what the heck?
alone.
I am owing up bets. I'm going to have a nice win tomorrow, and I'm going to finally have something to smile about.
Sean, you want to bet Miami beats New England tomorrow?
Okay, listen, what happened in week 1 is in the past. New England with Tom Brady under center is
You
on
bet.
cruise control right now. I'm taking the Patriots. Hey,
There you
they've
go.
only lost one game as of late, but they played the Packers pretty close a couple weeks ago in Lambeau, did they not?
Yes, they did, and they had a chance to win that. I like the Patriots. They're on a roll. They're on
Of
a roll.
course you do.
And, of course, I'm going to be happy because I'll finally have something to smile about since my room is vacant. I
Yeah,
can't even
but
wear
you-
any Patriots gear.
Yeah,
It
but
stinks.
you know what? You still can't put nothing back up on your wall, so what's the big deal?
The day after Christmas, you rat bastard,
I
and I'll
love-
finally
see?
be able to put some stuff up.
Not even for Christmas is he going to have his crap on his wall. Diggity-doo-dah.
I'll have to dig everything out and find out where I'm going to put everything again.
You know what,
Dude,
Sean?
hey, you need to catch a game in Foxborough, buddy.
I hope so. I hope I'll be driving by it next year when I get to
Driving by
Boston,
it
because
next
I'll be
year.
going to Boston next year in the
That's
spring.
right. What you're going to do is drive by it because you know what's going to happen? They're not going to be playing when you're there.
I'll be going to a Red Sox game
You're
instead.
Driving
Yes.
by it is right.
Oh, good. I
Okay.
got a good idea. When you go to that Red Sox game, you know what you ought to do? Go up, get the seats above the monster, and hang a big Sports World Radio banner over the Green Monster.
Damn Skippy. Damn
Yeah, I could-
Skippy.
I could do that, or I'll sit right over by the pesky pole
Damn
area.
Skippy. I'm taking New England in this game, although I want Miami to win so freaking bad.
Wait. I think I know why you probably want New England to lose this game. You just can't stand Belichick like me.
No, he
No.
can't stand me. That's probably what it is.
No, I just want to. No, not only that. That, and because everybody's all high and
doing a
mighty,
football
New
show.
England this, New England that. What the hell, man?
Yeah, on the phone.
Yeah, he's doing a football show on the phone. Shut up. Okay, Josh, who you picking?
Well, for you three Rat Bastards, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins.
Figures, yeah, figures.
He's
Dude.
gonna freaking do it, man.
I'm
That's
telling you, if Oakland wins and Miami wins, we got to believe the NFL is fixed and Josh is behind it some way.
I tell you something right now, Frank. I wasn't with you on that train a minute ago, but if Miami and Oakland win this week, I'm on that train with you.
Dude, seriously, dude. Josh is going to be on 60 Minutes, and we're going to be talking about – it's going to be like Tim Donaghy all over again. You're going to be asking questions. So how much was the NFL – so what were the officials
Actually, you know
slated
what?
to do? Did they get signs from the press box? What?
Actually, you know what? He's not allowed to go on any of those shows without me.
Oh, yeah, he's got to get
Hey,
Josh position.
that Patriots home winning streak will come to an end tomorrow.
I'm his representative.
Stuff it.
That's funny. So he's taking Miami and Oakland. Oh, my God. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, wait till he loses. I'm going to say, see you, Josh. I told you.
Dude, if we get to the next game and he takes the visitors in the next game, then we know the NFL. We know the NFL is definitely fixed.
Oh,
All right, the Washington Redskins at the New York Football Giants. And you know something? Gary One Arm has been tagging me saying, you know, expletive, the Giants, they're not going to beat the Redskins. The Redskins are going to beat the Giants
Okay,
tomorrow.
Sean, he's been tagging you, but he still doesn't have the balls to come into the show.
And just for that, I'm taking the Giants. The Redskins are pathetic and horrible. That's right, Gary. I'm going with the Giants.
He can tag you all he wants. He still doesn't have the balls to show up at Sports World Radio, the son of a bitch. And I'm going to make a prediction. I'm making a prediction. And I'm going to use the word that I hate to use the most.
And that is?
And that is if. Because I hate that word, if.
Wait, I thought if is not part of your vocabulary.
It's not. That's why I said I'm going to use it, because I hate using it. If Washington happens to win, he will show up on Monday.
Dude, if Washington if Washington happens, all right. Let me ask you, what's the Encyclopedia Man's pick? I want to hear this.
I'm going to roll with Eli and the New York Giants.
Oh God.
Oh, maybe the
we're doomed.
NFL ain't fixed after all, then.
And Frank, who you taking between the Redskins and the Giants?
By the way, later on, I'm going to I said the Washington Redskins were the most dysfunctional team in the NFL. Later on, I'm going to congratulate who holds the title of most dysfunctional team in the NFL. But the Redskins are off the hook, yet they do have quarterback issues. It seems that they're just playing to finish the season. The Giants, they're not going anywhere as well, but the Giants are at home. The Redskins and Giants have had their struggles.
Well,
However, the Redskins has been unity. I'm taking the Giants at home.
You know the reason why. We talked about this week, Jeff and I did, and even when Nick was on. The problem with the Redskins is also Daniel Snyder is ruining that team. Look at all the coaching changes and the quarterbacks, and look at how bad the relationship's been between Jay Gruden and RG3.
Dude, he ain't going to sell. If he were going to sell, don't you think I would be going to the NFL saying I would like to buy the Washington Redskins?
Frank, the owner of the Redskins. Oh
that would be cool. Dude, that would be cool. Then maybe I could be on a South Park episode. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that South Park episode?
Would you do me a favor, Frank? If you own the Washington Redskins, would you hire Skip Bayless just so you could fire him in front of me?
Dude, you know what? I would keep Jay Gruden for one more season, but if Jay Gruden could not get it done, if I had to make a coaching change, there is one guy, I'm not going to mention who he is, who I would consider hiring as my head coach. I'm not going to tell you at this point.
Yeah, his brother.
No, that's a good choice, though, but not his brother.
I'd go to his brother and I'd say, what do you want? Do you have a blank? I have a blank check. How much do you want? I want you.
I'll tell you this. I may shop RG3 elsewhere.
I'll tell you, you know something? I'm going to tell you something, okay? You guys started off the show about the Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville playing Thursday, and the Tennessee stinks. They need a new quarterback. I'm not going to be shocked if RG3 ends up at Tennessee. That's right, I said it.
No, I wouldn't be shocked if RG3 ends up in Oakland because Oakland likes to take opportunities on guys that are, that have had struggles elsewhere. You just wait. RG3 goes to Oakland, and he is going to make that organization even worse.
I love that New York Knicks picture, Sean. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, sure you do.
I do.
Real quickly, though, here's the thing about the coaching futures for Tom Coughlin. No, I don't see him going anywhere, but Jay Gruden, is this it? Is he gone Monday the 29th, which will be Black Monday in the NFL?
That'd be the stupidest thing for Daniel Snyder to do.
Oh, he'll stay for another year, I believe. But
okay.
I have a feeling I wouldn't be surprised if RG3 is no longer with this team.
There's only so many coaches you could have. I mean, you got to stick with one guy eventually.
But then who do you go as your starting quarterback? Is it Colt McCoy, who has had some good games? Kirk Cousins
Okay. Let me tell you this, all right? So the Red Sox win the World Series, right? And then they only win 66 wins this year. Did they fire John Farrell?
No.
They should have.
Sure, Jeff. They should have. No, he won a championship.
Let me ask you a question. They fired freaking Valentine for the same damn
Bobby
record,
Valentine
didn't
was
they?
there for 1 year.
Valentine was the drama creator, if you get my drift.
You know how much drama is going to be on that team this year? They got two fat bastards playing.
Two clutch hitters who have won 3 championships each.
Two fat bastards.
All right.
And this is NFL
They won't
talk.
make it past half the season.
That's right. Fat
Shush
bastards.
it. Get to the next game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the Carolina Panthers.
Really not much to say about this game, except I think Carolina's going to win. Case closed.
Hey, Sean, you didn't ask me who I was picking.
Oh, well, you know you're going to go with the Giants, aren't you? So you're going to stick it in Gary One-Arm's face.
If Gary One-Arm doesn't show up on Monday when the Giants win, I'm going to kill him.
Josh, get ready on Monday because we know what Jeff's going to do.
Hey, is Cam Newton playing Sunday?
No, he's not going to play. And I'm going to go with the Buccaneers against the Panthers.
Josh?
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers as well.
I knew it. I knew you were going to do that. Frank?
Wait, I said Carolina.
Well, Frank, how are they going to look without Cam Newton for the Panthers? Come on.
Dude, how many games has Tampa Bay won?
What is it, 2 or 3 games?
2 games, bingo.
Okay, you know what? It's going to be number 3. I'm going with Tampa Bay.
Ooh, Frank, you're outnumbered.
How do you like them?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, dude? If you guys weren't in a dark alley at 2 a.m., I could take all of you on.
You know what's gonna happen here? You know what?
I seriously doubt that.
Here, this is what's gonna happen. Carolina's going to go kick a field goal at the end of the game to try and win it, and a gale force wind's going to come and blow the ball right away.
And you know what's going to happen, Frank?
And you know what? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be like Homer Simpson in church saying, "It's good! It's good!
Well,
It's
Frank,
good to see you all in church today."
Frank, here's the thing. I'm sure you're going to put this game on the line, and you're going to have a Buccaneers logo right up there for Skype for a week.
I did not. Did I say I was going to bet?
No, but I can just
He's
see
not
you putting
bet-
up a Buccaneers logo on your Skype for a week.
He's not betting no more. He's a wussy, just like you.
Hey, at least I stick up to my bets. All right. How about this one? Jacksonville at Baltimore.
Baltimore, listen. Baltimore is at home. If
Against the
Baltimore
Jaguars.
loses, dude, if Baltimore loses this game, they should be thrown out of the NFL for 10 years.
They should not make the playoffs. You hear that, Adrian?
Yeah, Adrian's thinking about his razor blades and getting his
Are
shave
you talking
cream
about
ready.
Alfred?
So I'm assuming everybody and their mother's taking Baltimore, right?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Baltimore, but the whole Adrian thing, I think he's went MIA. I
Yeah.
don't think you're gonna be seeing any bald heads.
I don't
Wait, are
think
we
Yeah,
talking about
they're gonna
Alfred?
pick him. He hasn't been showing up to the shows.
Dude, are we talking about my buddy Alfred E. Newman?
Hey,
No.
Talk about
No.
Dude, I
Adrian,
swear,
asshole.
Adrian looks like Adrian with that headshot. He looks like Alfred
screw
E.
Alfred
Newman.
E. Newman. Hey,
He
listen.
does. He looks like, dude. You know who Alfred E. Newman is?
You know something? You know something, Andrew? I like that, and that's what we're going to do. I'm telling you something right now, Gary. If you don't show up on Monday, you're going to be banned from the show.
Ooh.
You
Brownie,
better
you
show
are
up.
smart, man. That's a good way to look at it.
You better show up, because I can ban you from the show. I can go into Spreaker, and I can just ban you
Dude,
right from the show.
I'm just curious if Alfred E. Newman and Adrian are long lost brothers. Maybe they were identical
Oh my
twins
God.
switched
Oh
at
my
birth.
God.
Seriously.
Josh is just sitting there shaking his
I am
Can we
too.
get to the next game,
Please, go to
All
the
right.
next game, please.
The New York Jets at the Tennessee Titans. Here's a low ratings game. I'll take the Jets anyway, but it's going to be low ratings.
I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans. The Jets just want to play for the season to end. And you know why? What happens when you play for the season to end? You could care less. Your preparation is light. You have no heart or desire. Tennessee Titans are going to win tomorrow. Case closed.
Josh?
I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I don't see Tennessee losing to two straight New York teams in
I thought you picked
consecutive
the
weeks.
Jets. I thought you
Screw
picked
the Jets. Who cares about them?
Yeah, who cares about them?
I'm taking Tennessee, too.
Oh, jeez. You know what? I'll switch my pick and go with Tennessee.
Now I'm
Oh,
taking.
you're right, Skip Bayless. the
Now, you know what?
flipper.
Now I'm
Stick
taking
to
the
your
Jets.
convictions.
Stick to my convictions. All right, late afternoon games. Actually, that's the first one. Second one, big one in the AFC West. Denver at San Diego.
Okay, let me say something about this really quick.
Huge
okay?
game tomorrow, Jeff. Huge game.
Yeah, let me say something really quick. We've had a lot of rain here the last several days. Lots of rain, and down at Qualcomm doesn't take the rain very well. The parking lot at Qualcomm Stadium is flooded right now.
They
Oh
got
my
a lot of
gosh.
parking, too. Jeff, they got a ton of parking spaces outside.
Well, I
the-
heard on the news, Jeff, that California's been getting hit with a lot of mudslides of late.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of rain in a short amount of time. and
Dude, wasn't there a
California can't
tornado in
handle
Los Angeles yesterday?
that. I don't know, but we got
I
a
think
lot
so.
of, but we got a lot of rain in a short amount of time, and California can't handle that. So especially down in San Diego, where the Qualcomm Stadium is, Jack Murphy Stadium, Qualcomm Stadium, whatever the hell you want to call it, where that place is. The San Diego River runs right by it, and the dam broke, and the freaking parking lot is flooded, and they've been working for 2 days to try to fix it so people could park in the parking lot for Sunday's game.
By the way, Jeff, can I say this? If they ever demolish that stadium, I want to be the one. If it's a wrecking ball, I want to be the guy that controls the wrecking ball, because I still have bad memories of the 1984 National League Championship Series in that
I
stadium.
don't think it'll be a wrecking ball. It'll probably be dynamite all going.
Dude, can I pull the switch?
I would like to do that myself, man.
Dude, I would love to do that because of 1984 Cubs Padres NLCS.
If that
I'm
happens, I'm going on the top of the hill, and I'm going to sit there with my lounge chair with a couple of beers. I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to go with San Diego in this game between the Broncos and the Chargers. I know Denver is up, but they don't look really well, the Broncos don't. They don't look like the same. They were able to hold off Buffalo, but just barely last weekend. So I like the Chargers, and Chargers are due, and they want revenge.
Josh?
Give me Omaha, said Hut.
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna
Lord.
go with the Broncos. I got to get my team back in fantasy team. When the hell did the Broncos become a running football team last week?
Okay,
Well,
let me
that
explain
pissed
it.
me off.
I gotta believe. Listen, the Broncos are headed for the playoffs.
No shit.
They know that they cannot do it. Dude, shut up for a moment. They know
I
they
haven't said
cannot.
anything, you rat bastard.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Anyway, they know the Denver Broncos cannot do it with Peyton Manning alone. That's why they're trying to establish a running game. I'm just curious what the course offensively is going to be tomorrow. Is it going to be Peyton Manning left and right, or are we going to see once again a little less of Peyton Manning and more of a running game? Because the Broncos, they need to establish a running game. If you're going to depend on Peyton Manning solely to get you to a Super Bowl and win it, I hate to say this, Denver, you guys are screwed.
Okay, but the Chargers defense kicks Chargers running defense. It's like number 2 or number 3 in the NFL. Their passing defense is not that good.
But maybe you'll see a lot of Peyton.
You might see a lot of passing in this game tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll probably hear Omaha this, Omaha that. We'll be Omaha'd out.
Take that stupid Omaha
You
away.
might not. You
Find
might-
a new saying,
you know
you
something,
bastard.
you might-
Okay,
not-
I think I found a new saying.
Jeez.
Nothing beats that new car smell.
You might not hear it as much tomorrow because that place is gonna be loud.
Bro, he could go nationwide is on your side. That's what he could say
Oh,
since he's
God.
making millions of bucks for that dang
Why
thing.
does he just go relax, relax?
So,
Relax, Omaha, hut, hut.
Okay, so you know what? Everybody picked but me. I'm taking San Diego. Screw all of you.
Jeff, I'm with you. I got San Diego too.
I'm taking San
I'll
Diego.
be
It's a
honest,
must
though.
win for
If
them.
I'm picking Denver, but something tells me if the Chargers, and it would be a close win for San Diego, but if the Chargers are able to sneak out a win past the Broncos, that would not surprise me.
It's a must win for the Chargers. If they lose this game, I think their playoff situation is over.
And pretty much the future of the Chargers in San Diego
I think
too.
so.
Dude, Jeff,
Think about
Jeff,
the
let me ask you
uncertainty of
this.
that.
And this could
Jeff,
be the last game played in Qualcomm Stadium and in San
Let me
Diego.
ask you, has that been on the news this past week?
Oh yeah.
I mean, in
They've
terms
been-
of the
Frank,
yeah.
they've been talking about it a lot about the future of the Chargers, and LA is just itching for an NFL team, and the Chargers could move and become the LA Chargers.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
but
it's
the
all
question
over.
is, who is it going to be? Is it going to be the Chargers? Is it going to be from Northern California? Is it going to be the Raiders? Or is it going to be the Rams? There could be one. Trust me, you can't have 3 NFL teams. I'm going to make a bold. I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I wouldn't be surprised next year if you have an NFC team and an AFC team back in Los Angeles
it's not
next year.
gonna
I'm
That's
happen.
calling it.
possible.
It won't.
I think
That-
you're going to have the Rams definitely, and possibly
Okay, first of all-
the Raiders or the Chargers.
First of all, right now there's no place for any team to play in LA. So getting 2 teams is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, no question about it.
There's
but
no
we'll see what
there's
happens.
no place for a team to play in LA right now. So you're
The
not gonna
Rose
have
Bowl.
you're not gonna have a team in LA for at least 4 years.
That's true, and here's the way I look at it too. I would much rather have an NFL team in LA than having to deal with an NFL team in London, England. All right, the next
Thank you.
you bet. The next game we get to, the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions.
I'm going with Detroit.
I'm going with Detroit, too. Detroit, listen, Minnesota, their season's over, but I'm saying Green Bay is going to win this division. Detroit desperately needs to win tomorrow. I can't stress that enough. I
Nope.
think they will. They've been playing well at home. Detroit will. I think Detroit will win tomorrow.
Josh?
I'm
gonna go with Detroit.
Sean?
I'll take the Lions too. Next game, San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. A big game in the NFC West. I'll go first. Going to take the Seattle Seahawks. They have to win this game to keep the pressure on the Arizona Cardinals.
Frank?
I'm going to go next. I'll say this. The Seahawks need to win this game like you, Sean. The Seahawks will win this game in a route. R-O-U-T-E.
I'm taking Seattle as well. I'm dying to hear what Josh is going to do.
San Francisco, like the Chicago Cubs, we'll see you next year. I'm going to go with Seattle.
Wow.
What? And real quickly,
69ers are going to get shut out tomorrow.
real
What'd you
quickly,
call them?
though,
Wait, what'd you call them?
The 69ers.
Oh, okay.
Then real quickly, we talked about it last Saturday on NFL Real Talk. Jim Harbaugh goes, he gets let go. Then the 49ers are wondering, new coach, new system, and what is their quarterback situation going to be like? That'll be interesting.
You know
Hey,
something?
you know what?
Hold
Maybe
on, hold
Colin
on.
Kaepernick can end up in Houston.
Okay, but
There
right.
you go. I wouldn't be surprised if Colin Kaepernick. There's your quarterback for the Houston Texans.
But right
Colin
now,
Kaepernick.
you
Why
can't. Hey,
just
hold on.
Colin Kaepernick just become an actual running back? Stop disgracing the position of quarterback. You're not a quarterback, dude. Get off my freaking screen.
Right
Dude,
now-
you know
right
what? I'm
now-
gonna tell you something, Josh.
Jeff
Tim
go.
Tebow needs to hear you.
Well, he's not in the NFL. He's talking on ESPN, so there goes that.
Can I speak now?
Yes, I was just saying, let Jeff go.
Right now, Harbaugh is with the 49ers, right?
Yes.
That's their only concern. Their only concern is this game in Seattle. They don't give a flying fig Newton if he's going to be there next year right now.
I don't think, Jeff, they want him next year.
But that's not their concern. Their concern is Seattle right now.
They're
That's
gonna
true.
get crushed against the Seahawks tomorrow.
And
They're gonna get
they're
crushed.
not going to let Harbaugh go. They're going to trade him to a team.
That's
Trade
true.
him. Dude, you know. Go ahead.
Sunday night football, we move to the next game anyway. We got, how about this one? This should be classic. Dallas at Philadelphia, NFC East matchup.
Maybe the game of the week in the NFL.
I'd say it is. And you know what? I'm going to go first. Mark Sanchez comes back and has a better performance than he did last weekend. Remember the last time he played at Dallas on Thanksgiving? He was phenomenal. I expect the same thing. Eagles over the Cowboys.
Frank?
I'll take the Eagles over the Cowboys. Like I said, I want to take the Eagles and I want to take the Bengals because I want to hear Skip Bayless on First Take the next morning. I want to hear what Skip Bayless has to say following the Bengals winning and the Eagles winning over his two teams. Hey, let me ask you this. Do you think that Skip Bayless is just oohing and awing and dying for a Cleveland Browns Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl?
He wants that. He said that in August, but he retracts his statement every stinking time. Josh, your pick, Dallas, Philadelphia.
I'm going to turn heel. I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Whoa! What? How come you could have picked Dallas? Give me a break.
We should just play the NWO theme right now.
Jeff, Dallas, Philadelphia.
You really need to ask me?
And I know who that's going to be. He's going to go with Philadelphia because you
Damn
want to
right.
hear Skip Bayless and his whining and complaining on Monday.
I sure do. I sure do. I'm taking Philadelphia in that game. Go to the next one.
Monday Night Football on ESPN. It'll
Hold
be
on.
the new
Da, 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 da.
New Orleans Saints. There you go, at the Chicago Bears.
I'm going to defer to the last.
I'm going with Chicago.
Bears right here. I'm taking Chicago.
Josh?
I'm going to go with the Bears as well. I mean, we finally got a team that's equal to our record, so they should win at home.
Frank?
The Bears.
The big question, though, with the Saints, though, in order to beat the Bears, can they keep this up and have a chance to make it the playoffs? Because you remember, that NFC South is so horrible.
You know what's interesting, Sean, is that the fact that they can't play on the road and now they can't play at home. So where's the balance here?
That's true.
All right, let me say this about the Bears. The Bears may be the most dysfunctional team in the NFL right now. They are fortunate enough to be playing the New Orleans Saints. Josh, I know you're going to see them next week against the Detroit Lions. Something tells me they're not going to beat the Lions next Sunday, but they are playing a pretty mediocre team. I can't believe it. Drew Brees is on a pretty mediocre team, and it's not the San Diego Chargers of years gone by. Yes, he is, because this team, this New Orleans Saints team, look, say what do we want about the Chicago Bears, about Aaron Kromer, the offensive coordinator, thinking what we are all thinking about in terms of Jay Cutler and how much we don't like him ourselves.
The worst case scenario, real quickly, from that NFC South, if you look at it, New Orleans or Atlanta, whoever wins that division, could come out with a 6-10 record or a 7-9 record. It's possible. And that would be, and Jeff and I will be like, well, this isn't right. There should be no team below 500 that should be in the playoffs again. We already saw that with the Seahawks a couple years ago. Again, we got to see another team.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're trying to tell me you could potentially lose a double-digit number in games, and you can not only make the playoffs but get a home playoff game?
It's
what
possible.
in the what is this world? What is this world coming to?
I don't know.
It's called parity in the NFL.
Predict the scores for these games. Chicago will thump New Orleans 30-7.
I got Chicago winning 17-10.
Ooh.
I got the Bears winning 30-28.
Josh?
I'm going to go with the same score that was from the 06 NFC Championship game, 39-14.
Wow.
That was a great
I remember
game.
that.
That was a great. I'll tell you what. I was actually planning my trip to Miami, which didn't happen.
Okay, Sean, Dallas, Philadelphia. What's your score?
Okay, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. My score is 27-24 Philadelphia. The Eagles kick a game-winning field goal with 3 seconds left.
Frank?
35-21 Philadelphia over Dallas.
Oh.
Josh?
Dallas 27, the Eagles 10.
I got Philadelphia 24, Dallas 10.
Cannot wait until we hear what Skippy Bayless has to say.
All
right.
Who's gonna score the most points this week?
I said New England.
I'm taking it. Go ahead.
I got Baltimore.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Josh?
Atlanta.
Who's gonna score the fewest points this week?
I'm going to go first. I'll say Tennessee.
Frank?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh?
Cleveland.
And I got Washington.
I actually like the Cleveland pick. That would be hilarious. Dude, wouldn't that be hilarious if indeed the Browns get shut out tomorrow?
And I got Washington.
And then of course, yeah, Johnny Manziel, the starting quarterback, and look how it goes. He throws 5 picks in his starting.
So what did I say? 5 interceptions and he fumbles the ball twice.
Yeah, and that's 7 turnovers.
I hope
Bayless,
he gets hurt.
That's what Skip Bayless going to say the next. Hey, you know what? We need to get Skip Bayless. Is there a way we can get Skip Bayless sound bites for the show?
It's not my job. That's the producer's job.
Double A, this is funny. He goes, "What the fuck? Come on, Josh. Are you serious? LOL between Dallas and Philadelphia."
All right,
hey,
let's
I'm
get
entitled to my opinion, you rat bastard.
That's right.
I'm being realistic.
That's right.
Deal
You are.
with it.
Okay, let's get the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. That's been Sports World Radio's NFL Real Talk. Enjoy all the football on Sunday. We'll be back for Monday's edition of Sports World Radio. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, Frank Sprankle, Josh Lopez, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio's NFL Real Talk. See you on Monday. Peace out, bitches.
Goodbye.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?